My name's Alan Thrall, and I'm the owner of Untamed Strength. The thought of opening up Untamed Strength takes me back about 5 years to my time in the military. While being in the military, I was told what to do, where to be at what time, what to wear, how to act, when to speak up, or more commonly, when to shut up. And I had so much thought, emotion, creativity, so many dreams that I had to keep bottled up. And for me, lifting weights was my only release. The gym was my sanctuary. It was my playground. It was the only place where I was in total control and I could completely be myself. Getting under a barbell and pushing myself, making myself stronger, gave me a huge boost of confidence. I always felt accomplished when I was in the gym, whereas outside of the gym, I was just another boot lance corporal who didn't know anything. My whole life outside of the gym was being micromanaged and it was wearing on me very quickly. During my downtime, if I wasn't in the gym, I found myself watching a lot of YouTube videos. And I found some guys who own their own gym. Guys like Elliot Holst, Chandler Marchman, Zach Evanesh, Joe DeFranco. I was very attracted to the lifestyles that they lived, at least from what I could see on YouTube. And the more I watched, the more I became obsessed. I was drawn to these YouTubers because they were living a lifestyle that was quite the opposite of the current lifestyle that I was living. They were in charge, they were calling the shots, they were living their dream, they were doing what they loved. Initially I thought, man, I wish there was a gym like that back home, or man, these guys are so lucky, I wish I could do that. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized, you can do that. If there isn't a gym like that back home, go make one. Why not me? The decision to open up Untamed Strength was not a difficult one. I was so obsessed with the idea that I could not ignore it. I tried to think about other possible career paths, but nothing appealed to me quite like owning my own gym. And I knew that had I not tried to open up this gym, that in 5 or 10 years, I would always wonder, what if? That curiosity or that regret was not something that I wanted to feel. Whenever someone is thinking about starting their own business or pursuing their dream career or just taking a big risk, they always ask themselves the wrong questions. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? What if I lose all my money? What if I put all this hard work into something and it doesn't turn out the way that I imagined? The answers to those questions really didn't scare me. So what if I fail? Big deal. I still have my family, I still have my friends, I still have my girlfriend, I still have my health, I can still lift weights, so I might lose all my money. I'll go sleep on my mom's couch and work at McDonald's until I earn that money back. I live in America, I can't sink that low. You can learn something from every experience, good or bad. Instead of focusing on these negative questions, I ask myself, what if I succeed? What if it does work out? What if all my hard work does pay off? I was more concerned with the answers to these questions. Once I finished my contract with the Marine Corps, I hit the ground running. I bought a barbell, a squat rack, some plates, and I started training in my garage until I found a location that I could call my own gym. After a couple of months, I found a small business warehouse. I signed a 2-year lease, and I bought some more equipment. I had no members, no previous clients, no business experience, just a bunch of motivation to figure it out along the way. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. I learned a lot from some of Elliot Holst's products, and it was a tremendous help, but I still didn't know how to take care of the small details. I would literally Google, how do I rent a warehouse? How do I get a business license? Oh, apparently I need business insurance. How do I apply for business insurance? Some might say this is irresponsible and a bit reckless, but that's exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to start my own adventure. I wanted to write my own story. I wanted to challenge myself and get my hands dirty. We tend to fill our heads with instructions of how to do things. We have to know exactly what to expect, what to do, what not to do, what path to follow before we actually do it. Being prepared is important, but nothing is more valuable than your own experience. There will come a time when you just have to go for it. Figure it out along the way. Jump off the cliff and learn how to fly on the way down. I was tired of asking questions. I wanted answers, and I knew the only way to get those answers was to just do it. I made the first month of Untamed Strength completely free so that people had no excuse not to come. For the first few months, the only people who showed up were my brothers, my girlfriend, and some of my friends who were just trying to support me. The gym was not impressive and it did not sell itself. I had to sell the gym to each and every person who walked through that door. I had to motivate them. I had to give them an awesome workout. I had to fix their squat or their deadlift. I had to be the reason that they came back. I was literally driving to my old high school and picking up any kids on the football team who wanted to train and taking them back to my gym. I was letting people train for free. I was throwing out postcards. I was going door to door. I was posting pictures on Facebook and Instagram. I was making homemade arts and crafts street signs. I knew the funds that I had saved up were not going to last me very much longer, so I couldn't put a bunch of money into signs or paid advertising on social media. I was literally relying on word of mouth. As any business owner would expect, times got tough. Rent, insurance, credit card bills all started adding up quickly. Members or customers lose interest, they lose motivation, they get a new job, they move, they lose their job. Life gets in the way of them coming back, and there came a time when I couldn't keep up. Shit, how am I gonna pay for this month's rent? This wasn't 1 month, this was month after month for a long time. I had to sell some of the equipment in the gym. I had to go out and do side jobs. I had to sell some of my own personal belongings just to make rent each month. It was so frustrating to have to get rid of gym equipment and do things that had nothing to do with the gym just to keep the gym afloat, never mind expanding it. I was literally scraping by. I cried many times. I would sit in the empty gym and wonder, how the hell am I going to do this? This dream that I was pursuing was sucking the life out of me, and I couldn't help but think, why am I doing this to myself? I'm trying to live my life to the fullest by doing what I love, but all it's doing is breaking me down. I am eternally grateful for my parents and my girlfriend who lent a hand while I was down and helped me make rent on a few occasions without me even asking. Some of the members even made some purchases for the gym, and that absolutely blew me away. It says a lot about taking care of others because there will come a time when you need some help. One piece of advice that I can share through all this experience is to keep moving forward. Doing something is better than doing nothing. That something might not have an immediate impact, but it will pay off in the end. And that's where my YouTube channel started. After exhausting every other form of marketing that I could do, I said to myself, if I don't have people in this gym to train, I might as well try to help people outside of the gym. Sure, it wasn't gonna pay the bills, but it was something to keep me busy. It was doing something rather than doing nothing, and it was a way for me to sharpen my craft, which is coaching. I made the YouTube videos in hopes that someone in the Sacramento area would see them and come to the gym. So it was my way of doing something productive. I listened to a lot of motivational speakers like Earl Nightingale, Zig Ziglar, Eric Thomas, and Les Brown. And one thing that they often talk about was the importance of your attitude, your thoughts, and your vision. While I was going through these tough times, I would imagine myself in 5 years being exactly where I wanted to be, having my dream gym and being successful. I convinced myself that everything was going to be okay, and I pretended as if someone from the future came to me and said, Alan, you're going to get what you want in life as long as you continue to put forth 100%. Suddenly that stress, that anxiety, that uncertainty was gone. Carry on each day as if success were inevitable. I don't know who said it, but there's something to it. Do something and do it to the best of your ability. Keep moving forward. We see it all the time. People who say, I want to start going to the gym, but I don't really know what to do. I just won't go at all. I'm not seeing results yet. I'm just going to give up. Go to the gym. Do something. Eventually you'll figure out what works, what doesn't, what you like, what you don't like. And if you give it 100%, your hard work is going to pay off. Eventually I came to a point where I hit rock bottom. And I really had to sit down and ask myself, why should anyone come to this gym? Even though I had read a number of marketing books, I still didn't follow exactly what they said. And as I went back and I studied these books, I realized I need to find my market, my audience, my crowd. I had no direction. I was just a tiny gym with some used equipment. I couldn't compete with the commercial gyms. I wasn't a CrossFit gym. I couldn't call myself an Olympic weightlifting gym. I had trash barbells, a couple of bumper plates. I had no squat stands, no jerk blocks. I didn't have Olympic lifters, and I didn't have any coaches. I couldn't call myself a powerlifting gym because, again, I had trash barbells. I had high school power racks. I had some benches that looked like they'd been purchased at Walmart, and I didn't have enough 45-pound plates if a few strong guys actually did show up to the gym. Plus, super training was 20 minutes away. Just go there. But I did have strongman equipment. I had tires, kegs, sandbags, stones, sleds, farmer's handles. That was the only thing that set me apart from any other gym in the area. I had strongman equipment and they didn't. I thought to myself, how can I let people know that there's a strongman gym here? I'll host a competition. As soon as this idea came to me, I had the same initial doubt that I had when I played with the idea of opening my own gym. I can't host a strongman competition here in this tiny place. I've never hosted a competition before. I don't know what I'm doing. Who cares? That didn't stop me before. I'll figure it out along the way and I'll make the best of what I've got. The first competition at Untamed Strength was a huge success, and for the first time since I opened, I felt like the wheels were starting to turn. I paid a sanctioning fee to get the word out. I bought awesome trophies, event t-shirts, I bought prizes for spectator games. I wanted to put a show on for everyone. I made zero money on that first competition, but that didn't bother me because I knew I was onto something. Soon after the first competition at Untamed Strength, a few people in the area showed up interested in some strongman training. Cale Beck and Robert Oberst actually hosted a strongman seminar at Untamed Strength. And outside of the gym, all the hard work that I was putting into these YouTube videos was finally starting to pay off. I remember after I posted my how to squat video, I checked my email on my phone the next day. When I opened up the email, it was loading and loading and loading, and eventually I just gave up and put the phone down. A couple of minutes later, my phone went off. I had 6,000 unread emails, all new YouTube subscribers. Since then, I've continued to do everything I can to expand the gym, get new members, replace old equipment with new equipment. I've opened up the gym to a 24-hour access option. I host strongman conditioning classes. I do personal training. I open up the gym to everyone every Saturday for free. I wish there were three of me because I have more YouTube ideas than I can keep up with. And my small bit of growth on YouTube has given me the opportunity to work with dozens of awesome people from literally around the world who come check out the gym. By no means am I done. I'm not a millionaire. I'm still relatively new at this. I have big dreams for Untamed Strength, but I can finally say that I've made it through the initial shock of opening my own gym. Untamed Strength is now on its third location, which is twice the size of the second location and 4 times the size of the first location. I've made a lot of mistakes, but with that, I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of awesome friends and some great memories. The best is yet to come. For anyone wanting to open their own gym, start their own business, pursue a dream career, or just take a big risk, I really think you need to reflect on how bad you actually want it. It has to be placed above everything else. Are you willing to give up every penny you have in pursuit of this dream? Are you willing to possibly go uncomfortably far into debt? Are you willing to completely give up your social life, your weekends, your long 8-hour nights of sleep? Are you willing to let your own training suffer? If you're not willing to dive in head first and you think that dipping your toes in the water is going to work, you're going to be sadly mistaken. You have to create some chaos in your life. Pressure builds power. When you make the decision to do something, you have to be willing to go all the way. You can't say, I want to do this if I make money. I want to do this if I don't go into debt. I want to do this if it's easy. You either want to do something or you don't. A lot of people want to be successful, not a lot of people want to get successful. A lot of people want to be rich, not a lot of people want to get rich. And a lot of people want to be strong, not a lot of people want to get strong. If you aren't willing to do whatever it takes to make something happen, you don't really want to do it. It's just a daydream. I want to close out this video by saying you can do anything you want with your life. You are in control. If you don't like your life, change it. If there's something you can't change, make the best of it and learn to love it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. You are writing your life story. When you're on your deathbed, is it worth retelling? I want to take the time to thank each and every one of you who have ever watched one of my YouTube videos, liked, commented, shared, referred anyone to my YouTube channel. Thank you to you guys who have purchased any of my programs, who have bought any of my Untamed Strength apparel. It means the world to me. Thank you to each and every one of you who have helped me personally, who have helped Untamed Strength grow into what it is today by bringing in friends, family members to sign up for the gym. Thank you to those of you who have helped with my competitions, who have helped moving, who have helped my social media, recording these videos, my website, lending equipment to the gym. I can't tell you how much it means to me, and I want to take all of your positive energy and make Untamed Strength even bigger and better. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. This wouldn't be an Untamed Strength video if I didn't have the proper sign off. So thanks for watching, and always remember, tread on time.